There you are. Welcome.
Hi. I'm on a new phone, so I wasn't sure. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Oh, okay. So I wasn't sure. It did a different thing where it said join audio, and it gave me some weird choices. Anyway, like I said, dial in or something internet. So I did the internet thing.
Perfect. Well, you're here now. So welcome, everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Trisha, looks like you're still working on connecting to audio. We're going to go ahead and get started. I'll place everybody on mute. And we're going to start in child's pose. So let's go ahead and come onto our mat. And I have handy just a couple of pillows from my bed. I'm in my jammies. So get comfy and cozy. And I'm going to use my pillows in my child's pose just to give me a little bit of a prop up. So go ahead and just rest a cheek. Rest your seat on your heels and your cheek on your mat or your pillows. And just breathe in through your nose and out through your nose. Yeah, go ahead and rest all the way down and just breathe. Use this time to connect to your physical body. So our purpose and practice tonight is to let go of anything that might keep you laying awake after you get into bed. And the best way to do that is to connect to your breath and get grounded in your physical body. So notice your mat underneath your shins, the tops of your feet. Notice the sensations in your legs and your hips as you rest in the pose. Notice whatever is holding you up. So if it's your pillows or you're resting directly down on your mat, holding you up through your cheek, your forehead, maybe underneath your arms or your palms. And then notice your breath pull all the way deep into your belly. And flow all the way out. Take 10 more big deep breaths. Three more. One more breath in. And exhale, let it go. On your inhale, lift up to tabletop. You can set your pillows to the side. Come onto your hands and your knees. Stack your wrists underneath your shoulders, your knees underneath your hips. Begin to move through a few rounds of cat-cow. So as you inhale, drop your belly, look up. And as you exhale, round your spine, look down and back. Breathe in. And breathe out. Just move as fast or as slow as your breath is moving. There's no rush. And in fact, the more we can slow down, the better this practice will be for easing into sleep. Take one more full round of cat-cow, breath in. And breath out. Then come to a flat back and start to circle your hips. You can make big circles or small circles. Start circling them to the right. Still breathing. Good. Keep going. Couple more breaths to the right. And then change direction. Circle your hips to the left. Every time your mind starts to wander, take your attention back to your breath and back to the sensations in your body. Take one more full round of breath in and out. Come back to tabletop. So shoulders stacked over wrists, hips stacked over knees. And then inhale, reach your right arm up to the ceiling. Exhale, thread the needle. Slide your right arm behind your left. Drop your shoulder and your temple down to the mat. And if this is enough sensation for you, stay right here. But if you want something a little bit more, you can reach your left hand around your back. This should feel like a really deep stretch behind your right shoulder. And your exhales, think about letting go. Let go of muscle tension. Let go of any stresses from the day, like actively say thank you and imagine releasing them. Think about letting go of thoughts as they arise, letting them float on by. Take one more deep breath in. Breath out. If your left hand is behind your back, bring it back to the mat. And on your inhale, reach your right arm back to the ceiling. Exhale, both arms down, both hands down, and then switch. Inhale, reach your left arm high. Exhale, thread the needle. Slide your left arm behind your right. Drop your left shoulder and your left cheek to the mat. Then if it feels good, you can reach your right hand behind your back. Oh my gosh, you guys, I didn't realize quite how dusty my room is until I got down on the floor, so forgive me if I start sneezing. You just carry on. Carry on with what you're doing if that occurs. Keep imagining letting things go. And each and every exhale, unpacking what you don't need, unpacking what you don't want to bring to bed with you. Take one more breath in. Breath out. Bring your right hand back to the mat. Inhale, reach your left arm to the ceiling. And then exhale, both hands down. Come all the way onto your seat. And extend your legs straight out in front of you. Pillows are going to be really handy here if you need some support. So I'm going to grab them, place them on top of my legs so that when I fold forward over my legs, I can feel a nice hamstring stretch, but I'm not holding myself up quite as much. So you can rest down on your pillows. Just roll your upper body forward over your legs. If they're accessible to you, you can reach for your toes or your ankles. But as long as you're feeling like you're getting some lengthening through your legs, it doesn't matter where you can reach. Good. Just keep breathing. And as you practice letting your thoughts float by without getting lost in a train of thought or carried away, notice that your mind is starting to still and quiet. Notice that your thoughts are starting to empty out. And now you're left with a little bit more clear space. On your inhale, go ahead, walk your hands up. Take your legs out kind of wide, like a straddle. And then fold forward again. You can use your pillows to rest on. Or if even, if this is too low, Feel free to stay right where you're at. But even if you're sitting up kind of tall, that's fine. This one you'll feel in your hamstrings and maybe a little bit in your inner thigh muscles as well. Just keep breathing. Inhale, start to walk your hands up. Place your pillows to the side for just a second. And then arrange them behind you. So you want them to be kind of long ways behind you. Right at the base of your spine, your sacrum. And then bring your feet in to butterfly pose. And then roll back onto your pillows. So you'll be in a kind of a gentle back bend over your pillows. Your head can rest on your mat, your arms rest heavy at your sides. If this is a lot on your inner thighs, move your feet a little further away from your body. As you rest here, expand your collarbones. Expand the space where your heart is. And ground down through the crown of your head, touching the mat. And the muscles in your glutes, also touching the mat. Keep letting go. Keep letting go of physical tightness, tension in your body, wherever you may be holding on or resisting. Keep letting go of things from your day that you just don't need to carry forward. Anybody you were annoyed at, any situation or circumstances that didn't go the way that you wanted them to. If you're anything like me, you may have thought of a million great comebacks for the person that hurt your feelings or made you angry today, you can let those go too. Any noises or distractions occurring around you, pull your attention away from them and into your own body and your own breath. As you let go, as you shed the things that you simply don't need, choose something that you want to invite in. Maybe it's peace, maybe it's joy or love or compassion. As you make space by letting go of what isn't serving you, invite in whatever it is that you want. Fill out. Breathe in, fill up. Breathe out, let go. You've had enough through your hips. Extend your legs long. And go ahead and stay in the back bend for 10 more breaths. With every inhale, keep inviting in. And with every exhale, keep letting go. Three more breaths. On your exhale, start to bring the soles of your feet to your mat. And then rock into the fetal position on your right side. Just gently rock off your pillows, land in the fetal position on your right side and pause. I like to use my bicep as a pillow here. My left hand on the mat or the floor in front of my chest. As you are ready, gently press yourself up to your seat. So press into your left hand. Come all the way up to seated. Set your pillows aside until Shavasana. And then roll all the way back down to your back. Go ahead and roll all the way back down. And drop your knees over to the right. Look over your left shoulder, supine twist. If your knees don't quite touch the floor, that's okay. Don't force anything. Don't fight, just surrender. Keep breathing in deep. Pull air all the way down to your belly. Fill up. Exhale, let go. Keep making space for quiet. Space for restoration and relaxation. On an inhale, lift your knees back up to center. And on your exhale, drop them to the opposite side. Over your right shoulder. don't quite reach the floor or the mat, that's okay. Wherever you're at, just breathe. Breathe in what you want to create or what you want more of. Breathe out what you're letting go. Take 10 more good deep breaths. A few more. One more. Inhale. Exhale, let it go. Inhale your knees back up to center. Take a full body stretch. Extend your legs long. Point your toes, reach your arms up overhead. Then bring the soles of your feet to your mat. Cross your right ankle over your left knee for a reclined half pigeon pose. So your legs should make kind of a figure four. And if this is enough of a stretch for you through your right hip, stay here. If you want a little more, wrap your hands behind your left thigh. Keep your shoulders down on the mat. In this pose especially, let go of what you don't need to take with you off your mat. Take with you into the rest of your night. Breath in, breath out, switch legs. So bring your right foot down to the mat. Cross your left ankle, make a figure four. Either stay here with your right foot down or lift your legs and grab behind your right thigh for a deeper hip stretch. Breathing out and letting go. Make space for what you want. On your exhale, bring both feet down to the mat. Rock to your right side again in the fetal position. Pause. And then press yourself up to your seat. So you want to get to some place where you've got like a wall or a surface you can put your legs up on. So I'm going to use my bed. And we're going to come into just a really, really gentle inversion. It's typically called legs up the wall. So I'm just going to stick my legs up here and roll down to my back and hang out here. So if you've got a couch handy, great. If you've got a wall handy and you can lift your legs up there, you want to try and create points of contact all the way from your sits bones to your heels. If you're on your bed, you can use your headboard. And you can rest your hands on your belly. Just notice your breath move in, fill up, and move out. Let go. Let your shoulders get heavy. Backs of your arms get heavy on your mat. In this pose, you may feel points of contact all along your spine, all the way from your sacrum up to the very tops of your shoulders. So notice your whole back, your rib cage, your sacrum, each and every vertebrae in your spine get heavy, round down. Notice your breath slow, become more deep and even. Keep breathing in what you want and breathing out what you're letting go of. Pause as you get grounded, as you get clear. Keep inviting in stillness, stillness of body, stillness of mind. Keep inviting in calm and ease. And then maybe turn your attention to what you don't want to pick back up after this class. After this practice. Maybe you don't want to hop back on Facebook or Instagram or the news. Maybe you don't want to hop back into a challenging conversation. Maybe instead you want to keep yourself and your bubble clear of anything that might trigger stress, so that you can keep this sense of peace and ease and calm with you for the rest of your night, and maybe even wake up with it in the morning. Gently start to take your legs down from whatever they're on. And then scoot yourself around and get set up for your final resting pose. I'm going to take my pillows and place them underneath my knees for some extra support, and then roll all the way down to my back. You have the option to place your pillows underneath your head, under your knees, to not use them at all. Maybe it feels better for you to lay straight flat. Or maybe you want to spend your final resting pose on your belly or on one side. Whatever feels good for you, make your way there. As you settle in, breathe deep into your belly. As you exhale, empty out completely. Take your awareness back to your breath. Wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes. Roll your wrists and ankles. And then gently make your way up to your seat. Bring your hands to heart center. The light in me sees and honors the light in you. Thank you so much for sharing your practice, part of your evening. Thumb knuckles to forehead, and together we bow and say, Namaste. Thank you guys. Enjoy your night. I hope you all sleep like babies.